Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing a tarot reading for the death of Kendrick Johnson. But before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you get notified on my next upload. I'm uploading a new video every week and I'm offering a free tarot reading for all of my subscribers. So if you would like to have your reading with me, you can just send a message to my email or a direct message to my Instagram. All of the details will be in the description box below. On Thursday, January the 10th, 2013, 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson went to school like any other day. It was the first week back after winter break for students. At about 1:09 p.m., according to a motion-activated camera in the school, Kendrick entered the older and lesser used of schools to gymnasiums. He may have been going to fetch a pair of sneakers that he co-owned with a friend and stored in the gym corner to avoid locker room fees. But Kendrick never left that gym alive. Though other students came in moments later, they did not remember seeing Kendrick anywhere. Kendrick was marked absent for his next class of the day. That evening, a color guard practice took place in the same gym, and still, no one saw or heard anything. When Kendrick did not come home that day, his mother began to worry immediately. Jacqueline Johnson called around asking about her son Kendrick, but no one had seen him. At about 11 p.m., she got in her car and drove around desperately searching for him. Kenneth Johnson, Kendrick's father, was out of town and could not assist or comfort her. By 12:30 a.m., the distressed mother finally called the police and reported her son missing. The next morning, Jackie headed to the school. She met with several members of the administration who helped her make and print missing persons flyers. That same morning, on January 11, 2013, the body of Kendrick Johnson was discovered in the gymnasium, found headfirst in the center of a vertical rolled-up wrestling mat. The body was discovered by fellow students who had climbed up to the top of a cluster of mats, each of which stood nearly 6 feet tall and 3 feet wide. After a preliminary investigation, an autopsy concluded that Johnson's death was accidental. His family had a private pathologist conduct a second autopsy, which concluded that he died from blunt force trauma. On October the 31st, 2013, the U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Georgia announced that his office would open a formal review into Johnson's death. Fast forward to June the 20th, 2016, the Department of Justice announced that it would not be filing any criminal charges related to Johnson's death. Alright, let's just start with the reading. Alright, so from the first deck, we have Two of Wands, the Fool, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Mother of Swords, Mother of Pentacles, Justice, Mother of Cups, and Ten of Wands. So we have three females' energy. All of them are the mother's energy, but I'm not really sure who are they for now. Let's start with another card first. I would like to start with the Four of Pentacles here. This is clearly shows that the truth is kept hidden because of power or money or resources that someone had. And there are two mothers under this card, so I feel like these two are the feminine energy who were involved in this case. Probably not directly, but they kept the truth of what really happened. So this Mother of Pentacles, I feel that this is representing the killer's mother, because we can see here that there's like a baby or a kid that she is trying to protect. And this pentacles is also related to this four of pentacles, but the mother of swords in the middle of these two cards symbolizes a person who helped this mother of pentacles. This could represent the police, the judge, the coroner, or even the teacher in that school. But whoever this is, I believe that she helped cover the whole thing up. So now, let's move on to this Mother of Cups. I feel like this is Kendrick's mom's energy, and the fact that this card is in the middle of the Justice card and the Ten of Wands shows that she has been fighting so hard to bring justice to this case. And the Ten of Wands underneath her is a representation of how hard this has been for her. And of course, this is a terrible, horrible thing that could happen to a mother. I can't even begin to imagine how she feels, especially because no justice has been served for what happened to her son. Now these Two of Wands here, I feel like this represents that there were two people, but I'm not sure if this means that one of them were Kendrick or that these two people were both the killer. And the Fool card underneath it represents a foolish act, something like someone joke around and accidentally hurt someone else. I believe that what happened to him was a result of so-called joke, but way out of line. And Eight of Cups here represents that someone walked away and left the crime scene. Obviously it wasn't Kendrick, so someone else was there and walked away from the gym. So let's just draw more cards to get more insight about this case. Alright, so from the second deck, we have the World, Page of Chalices, the High Priestess, the Sun, Knight of Chalices, Illumination, Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune. We have more people's energy, the Page of Chalices and the Knight of Chalices. Let's start with these two. This card is actually connected. If you don't know, just a little bit of information. So each of this card from this deck is connected to the next card for each of the suits. So let's say Chalices, Ace of Chalices will be connected to Two of Chalices, and so on. So this Page of Chalices is connected to the Knight of Chalices. And this Knight of Chalices, I believe, is Kendrick's energy. So who is this Page of Chalices? I don't believe that this is the killer's energy, but rather this is someone who he had a connection with, like maybe a relationship, or at least they were close. And she might have the connection with why this happened to Kendrick, but that's all. She has no idea who did it. But at least with the High Priestess underneath her card, I feel like she has a feeling who was behind this. So on top of the Knight of Chalices, we have the Sun. Well, for me, this card looks like a vomit, and I believe that when they found his body, he was covered in blood and vomit. I think that it was significant for some reason, but I'm not sure how it relates to maybe the cause of death, or that maybe this could eliminate the accident theory, because I'm pretty sure that it wasn't an accident at all. And some more underneath the Knight of Chalices, we have Illumination card, which definitely shows that something is off. And I believe that this card represents that the evidence was tampered with, intentionally or not, because I believe that they didn't really seal the crime scene and the report was tampered with as well. Otherwise, why would the coroner be called 6 hours after they found the body? It doesn't make sense. Now let's move on to the world card here. For me, this card is about how more and more people know about this case, and I feel like the more public attention this case gets, the more likely it is to be solved. And I also believe that they reopened this case just a few months ago. And now the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups here, I feel like these two are about the killer's energy. So this Nine of Chalices shows that the killer is getting away with this. He's able to continue his life without any consequences. But the Nine of Wands here, I believe that this shows that he's scared and worried that people know what he did. I actually had a vision about this case. I was shown someone who had killed someone else and tried to cover what happened, but the feeling of fear, whenever the killer met someone, he thought that the other person knows what he did, especially those who were investigating what happened. So I believe that vision is showing me how the killer felt, or probably still feels, that he is scared that one day he would have to face the charges. And I hope that he will. Now the last card is the Wheel of Fortune, and this card is usually about a turn of an event from bad to good, from good to bad. So I hope that the killer, who is now free, will soon be caught and brought to justice. Alright, now let's move on to the shadow cards. The first shadow card, we have the Hangman. This card is basically showing us how he was wrapped in that mat upside down, and the position of him inside the mat clearly showed that it was not an accident at all. Now the Two of Pentacles here shows that someone, or in this case a lot of people, tried to change things here and there, and it shows how they tried to change the narration, change the report, and think of how to hide the evidence. Also the back and forth kind of communication between one person and another, the collaboration of them in hiding this and ruled as an accident. So the oracle cards are clairsentience, clairvoyance, and prioritize. Let's start with this clairsentience card here. We can see here that there's a mention of recurring physical and emotional feelings. I believe that this is related to the foolish act that I have mentioned earlier from the Fool's card. And I feel like it wasn't the first time that someone did that to Kendrick. So with this word, I believe that he had been bullied, and the death was probably the result of that. Now the clairvoyance card here. Clairvoyance means clear seeing, and I feel that in this case we can see clearly what's going on. Accident was the least possibility of this case. And another thing that I picked up from this court is about the surveillance camera. I believe that we're supposed to be able to see what had happened. I feel like what happened was caught on camera, or at least the killer was. But the fact that they didn't find anything from the surveillance because some minutes or hours were missing is kind of a telling that they try to hide something. And prioritize here, I think that this is a message about how we can help the police to really focus on the case since it's been reopened. I feel like the investigation could use more attention from the public because it will be kind of like a pressure for the police to solve this case, to prioritize this case. And I really hope that this time they will truly solve the case. So yeah, that is all the reading for the death of Kendrick Johnson. Once again, this is for entertainment purpose only, so I don't mean to offend anybody. I would like to hear your thoughts about this case too, so please share it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next Unsolved Cases reading.